Alright, time for a vintage brown bag MRE review. This one is menu number 2, ham and chicken loaf. It is from the brown bag era, which means no date codes on the bags. Here we have the ham and chicken loaf with a date code of 7224, meaning it was packaged on the 224th day of 1987. This is a 5-ounce entree. It also had beans with tomato sauce. That has a date code of 7232. We have an orange beverage-based powder, standard crackers, and peanut butter. And the freeze-dried fruit, in this case pears. The white first-generation MRE spoon. And the accessory pack is Accessory Pack C. Let's check that out. This has milk caramels. We also have coffee instant type 1, non-dairy cream substitute, sugar, salt, toilet paper, matches, and chewing gum. Alright, so not a ton of stuff in here, but about what you'd expect from a 1987 era MRE. And the nice thing is it's going to be pretty quick and simple to get set up, especially with no flameless ration heater. So why don't we go ahead and do that. Alright, we'll start with the crackers. And this peanut butter is extremely soft. This looks to be perfect. And we have our freeze-dried pears. Oh, almost complete. There's a little bit of a pear smell, but it smells a little bit more like plastic for some reason. We also have our milk caramels. That'll fit in here with a small spoon. Then we'll make up our beverages. The orange beverage-based powder says to dissolve contents of this envelope in 12 ounces of cold water. Gives you a very bright orange color there. And as usual, I'm going to go ahead and transfer this into a smaller glass just for the presentation. Coffee seems to be fine. At least it seems to be granular. Let's see how it looks inside. Oh yeah, that looks just fine. And the cream substitute. And the sugar. And now we have the stars of the show, the ham and chicken loaf and the beans with tomato sauce. It's nice that it's not glued to the box. Everything else in this has been great so far. It's kind of like a little time machine from 31 years ago. And let's hope that continues with these last 2 items so we can actually eat this. Oh, it smells fine. It just has that tomatoey, almost ketchup kind of a smell to it. Doesn't smell metallic or anything. It's not the most appetizing thing, it never was. But to have one that's 31 years old and have it be exactly like it was back then, it's pretty exciting. And the ham and chicken loaf with smoke flavoring added. Let's see how this one is. It looks perfect. That's the smell. It's like basically like Spam. Spam with a little chicken mixed in. Just slide that out of there. And there it is, a classic first generation entree. Doesn't look like much, does it? Alright, now it's time to dig in. So I'm going to try out this ham and chicken loaf, and you'll notice we have this nice little white fat kind of thing here. I don't know if that's fat, if that's lard, or if it's something else. Yeah, it's not quite as, it's soft, but it has these little bits in it that you can't really cut into, and it actually has like chunks of chicken in it. And I think you can kind of see that here, let's see. So it's not as smooth as Spam. It actually has some texture to it. Wow, that is like, it's like it's brand new. There's a glimpse of some of that lard, or whatever it is. And it seems weird to say that's really good, but this is exactly what I remember. You can see it doesn't break up the same way you would expect Spam to. It definitely has, yeah, you can see the ham there. You see that? So it's like ham embedded in this this loaf. That's a great shot of it. I'm gonna eat that whole thing, but I'm gonna try out these beans too. Basically, beans in a tomato sauce, which if it was heated, it would be a little bit more liquid, but as I said, this is the way we always ate it. Back in the days pre-FRH. And that's good. Yeah, it tastes like some pretty soft beans. And the sauce definitely has a tomato taste to it. It's close to being just like ketchup. It's slightly different. I think with the onion powder, garlic powder, cinnamon, allspice, it makes it a little bit closer to like a baked bean kind of taste. I think maybe I might actually, I should actually heat some of this up because it's surprisingly good. A really good example of how shelf-stable food can survive under good conditions. I'm trying to think if I'm getting any aftertaste. It almost seems like there's a little something there. It's not metallic, but I'm kind of feeling something on the back of my throat a little bit. No, we'll try this coffee. Wash that down. Tastes like a fine instant coffee. Nothing too special there. And I do want to try out this cracker with peanut butter. I did taste a little bit of the peanut butter when I was putting the package down, and it's absolutely fine. This is like brand new too. Yeah, that tastes great. And the cracker is fine. It doesn't even seem stale at all. It's like it was in a time machine or something. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It seems strange and it's kind of hard to get excited about a cracker with peanut butter on it, but it's the way it just brings you back. It's great. I'm gonna actually need this one to try out some of the beans and ham and chicken loaf on. But next I do want to try the pears, and this is interesting. From just being out in the air for 5 to 10 minutes, it's become sticky, and it's probably going to be less crunchy. I should have probably taken a bite right when I took it out. Yeah, it's already becoming chewy, which is sort of weird. I opened this up on a very humid day, and the water in the air, the moisture in the air is already getting to it. It's reconstituting it for you. But it still tastes really good. It tastes like canned pears in a syrup. And that's basically what it is. It's a dry version of that. So we're also going to reconstitute a little bit of water here, and give that a little bit of time to reconstitute. Maybe I'll throw a little bit more in there too. I'm going to try some of this orange beverage. It's an interesting color. It's nice how it's like this almost golden orange. Yeah, that's good. It has that, despite having the look of like the carbohydrate electrolyte ones and being kind of like Kool-Aid, it does still have that taste of like a breakfast drink, like Tang. Another old school flashback taste. Let's try some of this ham and chicken loaf on cracker. This is something that I don't think I ever did, but this is going to give it a little bit of extra crunch, a little bit of extra texture. That should be nice. Yeah, that's really good. That's a really good presentation. It's not very complicated. It's pretty simple. Throw a ham and chicken loaf onto some crackers. But I like having sardines on crackers, and it's that same kind of experience. The crunch really does add to it. I'll try it with the beans too. Just going to go ahead and try it this way. That works fine too. I don't remember ever being a really big fan of the beans when I was in. So I also don't think I ever did this. I had the beans with the loaf. But might as well try it, right? And that works. I think they're better on their own, though. I am starting to get a little bit of a reaction in the back of my throat. So, despite the fact that these beans taste good, they seem to taste fine, I think this is probably going to be my last bite. Unless I want to take any chances. We are dealing with 31-year-old food. Let's try some of these pears. Try that out. Yeah, that's good. It's like getting one of those fruit cups, like I always say. And the water makes a nice little syrup. It's sweet, sugary. Definitely a treat. And the last thing we have to taste is the milk caramels. which these seem to be another good example of how well this was stored. Just based on how soft they are. Not really much of a smell coming off there. It's sticky like a caramel should be. Look at that. That is perfect too. And there's a little bit more of the beans. But just to finish this review, we'll try out the gum and see if it's a tooth breaker or not. Nope, not bad at all. Maybe it's slightly harder than when it was fresh, but it's not bad at all. So that was a look at an MRE from 1987, menu number 2, ham and chicken loaf with bean component. And thank you for watching.